What's up, guys? This is the Rookie Gamer back again. Today we are actually doing some Farming Simulator roleplay. We're starting a new series, and it's based on Midwest Horizons. I don't know if the map's been around for quite a while. I believe it's either an 8 or 16 times map. So we're just coming into town here. Our grandfather, who used to have our farm, has gotten to bad health, and we ended up taking over from him. So we do have some fairly older equipment, a little bit of newer equipment, not much though. And the farm isn't fully updated. It does need some newer sheds put on it, some bigger grain systems, basically anything for us to actually make a good profit off of our farm. We only own a couple fields. He didn't have much land, so unfortunately for us, we're just going to keep that land that we have for now. As you can tell, we only have not a lot of money to our name, and we're gonna hopefully roll through with this with at least a season. We're doing one season for sure. I would prefer to do 2 seasons, maybe 3, but we will see how it goes. So that's gonna be the series for us. Basically, we're just starting up. It's early spring yet, so we have a lot of time to get new crops put into the ground. Nothing's been done so far this year. We have to do a lot of equipment upgrading, which I think we'll end up starting doing that probably around this fall, because we do have some so our grandfather used to do cattle, but he actually ended up selling everything for the cattle division of his farm, and we no longer have access to either the equipment or the pastures or anything like that. So our farm is just going to be crops. We do still have some hay equipment, so we might end up trying to make a good amount of money off of our hay, but that will have to come in the future. You know, as time goes, we'll plant more hay fields so we can get more hay fields cut, and keep producing hay bales as well. Of course, we will be doing straw bales as well from our harvest and everything like that. So yeah, this should be this is set in today's current date. However, our grandfather's equipment isn't exactly new. He does have some newer equipment, but not a lot of newer equipment. So unfortunately for us, we are going to have to expand and upgrade quite a bit of things. So we're just pulling up here. Let's back on up into the driveway here. We're just gonna park right over here. So shut the truck off and hop out. So this is the house. Grandpa's lived here, you know, for almost his entire life, so he never had much to really work forward to. This is his truck, of course. This is what he has used ever since he bought it new in '97, and it's a good old 7.3. It does everything it needs to. So as you can tell, we do have this new shed that we do store 98% of the equipment in. That's where everything housed out right now. We do have a newer PJ trailer. Grandpa bought that, I think, probably around 5-10 years ago now. And then of course we do have this Wilson ranch hand trailer as well. That's what he used to haul his cattle with. He actually used to haul multiple truckloads with a few of the neighbors and everything. But as his health got worse and he sold the cattle operation, he held on to that because he did have horses for a while. But yeah, he got rid of those quite a while ago. It's been a long time since I've been to this farm, and not much has ever really changed on it. You know, the shed was put up a few years back, and I remember Grandpa was extremely happy about that one. But so we've got our diesel tank here for all the tractors and our New Holland 116 hay bine. So this is what we use to cut all of our grass, and that machine has got lots of hours on it, so we're going to try and upgrade that, but I believe for this year we're going to have to cut quite a bit of grass with that, so that's just how it is. We do have this older barn. I don't even think there's anything in it. Yeah. We've cleaned this one out quite a while ago, and Grandpa kept everything pretty neat, but you know, as time gets older, or as we get older, it's a lot harder for us to keep everything in perfect shape again. So, you know, as you can tell, we have been here cleaning out shop and the house and everything. That's where we're going to be living now. So, of course, here's the shed. Not a lot of equipment, but Grandpa wanted to build this shop big enough so that he would have plenty of room in the future, especially for all the newer, bigger equipment that's coming out. So yeah, we've got this Bobcat skid steer over here. It's a Turbo 863. Great little machine. I ran it a little bit when I was a younger kid. And then this is one of Grandpa's newer purchases, and he's just got it rigged out with the 643 loader, and then we've got the bale grappler is what we always used it for. And I see he's got the weights on it that need to get taken off with the front loader on. This is only a two-wheel drive tractor. Most of ours are actually two-wheel drive, other than the other John Deere tractor that we have. Grandpa did update what he could whenever he could, so planters have all been updated a few years back, and I think they're all fairly small equipment, because we didn't really farm a lot of land, so that's why it's a lot of smaller equipment. But as you can tell, we do have these two case tractors over here. This one's a 2594 and this one's a 2394. This one's got the duals, of course, as it is usually hooked up to a planter, and this one is just single wheel, but they both are two-wheel drive, of course. And then we've got our old Case International cultivator here. So that's what we use for all the crops. Again, to the baling, we have a John Deere 568. Grandpa bought this used just a few years ago. I know he was pretty excited to have that. We usually run that behind the John Deere 7830 series right there. And then we have this one here. That's just a John Deere 8100. Nothing fancy to it. I mean, you know, we've had it for years. Always fires up for us. It's a good workhorse, and it's never let us down. So yeah, that's one of our bigger tractors. And then of course we do have the 9750 over here. I believe that was, Grandpa bought that new in about 2003, I want to say, maybe 04. And yeah, he's put some hours in this thing. And of course we only have, there's no walk-in door over here. We only have the one header for it. I do plan on upgrading and getting a corn header for it, and we also need header trailers as well. as these are not really supposed to just be laying on the ground, but that's what we've always done. And then we also have our international 4900 diesel here. This is what we've always had our grain cart or grain transport on. Now this truck can actually be fitted for a flatbed as well. We never have because we've never needed the flatbed, but we've always just had this grain box on there, and it's always done everything we've needed it to. So that's why it hasn't been a need to upgrade it anytime soon, of course. So as you can tell, the farm, you know, it's got its older equipment. We have a little bit of newer equipment. Basically whatever needed upgraded, we upgraded slowly as we could. Of course, you know, the farmyard here it's not perfect. Needs a little bit of work. We don't have much grain storage, but we will get that upgraded in the future as well. Of course, we've got our front loader and skid steer attachments over here, and you know, there's plenty of room for upgrades in this farmyard. As you can tell, I mean, basically what we're going to be doing this year is I decided we're going to plant some wheat, and I can't plant any corn because of not having the header for it, or sunflowers. I would love to do sunflowers this year, however I don't think we're going to be able to. We do need to get planting soon. However, let's see, our canola is probably going to sell best in the fall, but I also do want to wait because we're going to sell hay in the fall, right as winter's hitting, because as you can tell, that's usually on average when the best time to sell hay is. We actually had some right now. I'd be selling it as well. But yeah, so let's see here. Oats, canola. Canola would sell sooner. Sunflowers would be able to sell really soon. However, I don't. Soybeans we'd be selling right now. I want a good crop that we can sell right afterwards, and I think wheat is going to be our best bet. Just because wheat or corn, yeah. We're going to plant some canola this year. So actually, first things first, what we got to do is we got to hop into the work truck, and our planter needs seed. So before we can do anything, let's get this door open. We're gonna prep ourselves. We're gonna need to move this tractor though. So we need to get seed to the farm, and unfortunately we don't have any seed hoppers or anything. So let's see here. We're gonna be planting canola. So we're gonna get this with the I believe it's the horse planter. Yep, horse planter. I'm gonna pull this out of the shed here. Get it all folded out, as we're gonna be needing it. And we're just gonna shut him off and keep him unfolded, and then we're gonna have to hop into the skid loader because we need to go get some seeds. So we're gonna hook up to forks here. I haven't ran a lot of machinery anytime soon, so definitely it's been a long time since I've actually ran anything, so that's why. might be a little rusty. And we're just gonna grab the new truck, or my personal truck, just because it's here. And it pulls a little bit nicer than Grandpa's old truck. However, we'll never be able to get rid of Grandpa's old truck as well, so we just pull out here, pull into the driveway, and then we're gonna unload, drop those ramps here, and we're gonna get loaded and hopefully get some good seed for us. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get started as soon as possible on our planting, and then of course once our canola is harvested, I think we're gonna try and get some winter wheat planted as well. So luckily we don't live too far away from the shop, so we don't have a whole lot to really worry about as far as that goes. Yeah, hopefully when we get to the shop we'll get some good seed, and hopefully it'll be enough for this year's planting. We are going to have to invest into some fertilizing. Basically any sort of way we can fertilize our crops is definitely going to help us in the long run. So we're definitely going to want to do that. Doesn't look like a lot of people have gotten anything done so far in their fields, so that doesn't make me feel too bad. And then we're just going to pull around the back side, since we're going to have to unload our skid steer and load up some seeds. So alright, let's hop out here. Alright, so we are back here with the skid steer now, and they brought our seed out to us. We got 6 pallets. We're gonna try and fit as many as we can on the trailer. Hopefully we can fit them all plus the skid steer, but it's gonna be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. So now it's got 2,100 pounds of seed here, so hopefully we'll have plenty of extra for hopefully our winter wheat later this year, because once our canola is harvested we're going to try and get some winter wheat done, and hopefully we can store that over the winter and get a little bit better of a rate on that. But it will all depend. So it'll be hard to say, you know, on how the prices will be and the demand for wheat. So we'll just have to take it step by step and go from there. So yeah, so we're gonna get the seed loaded up here and then head back to the farm. I'm surprised this old little skid steer can still move these pallets of seed like this. It's a lot of weight for this older skid steer. I'm used to a lot newer equipment, but this is what we got to work with, and so far we're doing it just fine. So alright, once these are loaded up here, we will head back to the farm. Alright, so we're just loading up the last pallet of seed. And yeah, I just figured I'd come back on and talk to you guys a little bit. Yeah, so I'm starting this vlog as just kind of something cool, you know. I see, you know, Millennial Farmers and Welker and all of them with their vlogs as well, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to do one of my own. So and I figured I'm on a new adventure in life, so why not give it a shot? So we're gonna fire up the old Dirty Max here. This is the truck I brought with me. You know, I moved out from the city, just the middle of North Dakota. Oof, that seed pallet right there didn't want to stay on there. So this is quite a bit of weight for the old Duramax, but as you can tell, she's definitely doing it. Hoping that one seed pallet stays on there. Kinda hard to see if it moved or not. But yeah, once we get back to the farm, we're gonna get all this ready into the planter, and then we're gonna basically go out and start planting. I haven't even had time to see any of the neighbors, see what they're up to. Let's see if that... Oh yeah, we lost 2 pallets of seed. I'm gonna have to run over with the skids here. I guess that's what I get for not having straps with me. I guess that would definitely be my fault, so can't blame anybody but myself. So now we're gonna have to run over there with the skid steer. Of course, I'm gonna get this one dropped off over here, and oof, easy. I'm gonna have my son get everything into the planter here, so we're gonna put it real close. That way he can unload that. Alright, so while he's doing that... Wow, he works really fast. Alright. Guess I'm gonna have to give my son some good payment for all his chores. Alright, yeah. Eventually, I don't know if we're gonna try and build our own house, or try and find some other land. Of course, I do want to improve and get more land and everything. So I don't know if we're gonna try to build another yard or farmyard. Basically start from scratch for myself, and go from there, or if we're just going to build a new house here, because this house, of course, is very outdated and should probably get demolished. As you can tell, I mean, it needs a new roof, needs lots of fresh paint, and kind of like to have a garage where I could keep Grandpa's truck in good condition yet, and protect, of course, the 17 Duramax. So I don't know, we'll have to see how everything goes, but So basically it was just me, the wife, and our 15-year-old son that moved out to the farm, and we're taking over. So it's different setting for all of us. However, we're all very excited to be a part of it and keep the family farm with us. So we're going to do our best that we can to do that. So see, he almost loaded everything up, so I think we're gonna have plenty of extra seed, hopefully. Next purchase is gonna have to be some fertilizer and everything for fertilizing. Of course, we still need a spreader as well, but we're definitely gonna have to get into that soon. So, but that'll be once everything gets planted here. So this one is ready to go, and I believe, let's see here, we own just a couple fields, some very far away from us. However, those ones we actually rent out because there's such a drive for us with the tractors that it's not worth it for us. So yeah, we're just gonna head north here real quick and get our north field planted first. So once that one's done, we'll move to our south field, which is a little bit bigger in acreage, and that's about all we have for now. Unfortunately, we don't have as much land as I would love. I've actually been watching this field across from our farm. Before I came out here, I noticed that there's a farmer around here that has actually been thinking about selling some of his land, and I think it would be perfect for us to purchase that. So alright, we got the planter out here, and I don't think this is a direct seed. I'm going to try it real quick. I believe I do have to get the cultivator out. Actually, I am misspoken. I do not need the cultivator. So we're going to get planting on this field, and I'll talk to you guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode on Midwest Horizons, and hopefully we'll have this north field all planted by the time you guys see me again, and I'm gonna actually get that other field cultivated as well. That way we're just gonna cultivate the crops that are on it now down underneath. That way it gives us a little bit more nutrients, since we don't have any fertilizing equipment. Might have to call the co-op and see what they can get us this year. Hopefully a good deal on fertilizer and everything else. But that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. I think we did a pretty good start off to the 2020 planting season. So that's gonna be it for this, guys. If you guys like this content, please like the video, and we will definitely continue with this series, and continue to try and do as much as we can and keep Grandpa's farm alive. So alright, we will see you guys in the next one.